Today's video is about a sugar baby that seems to have high interest, but she just broke up with her ex. And of course, before I get into it, please make sure to like this video and also subscribe to support my content and my channel. So it's happened to me many times where I've connected very deeply with a sugar baby. And it full on, everything's working, interest is high, she's texting me, initiating texts, the intimacy is amazing, it's just, the whole situation is amazing, but it feels too good to be true, and there's a caveat, and actually things don't always tend to keep up that way. And this is a very particular, I know that happens in relationships or arrangements, but this is a very particular flavor. So here's the funny thing. So initially it starts with a girl, and she kind of texts, and she's not very responsive, etc. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, she'll all of a sudden be very responsive and want to meet up right away. Might connect on the phone, everything goes well, we meet, things click, we're really vibing, we're compatible, we meet, bam, amazing, meeting. And I'm talking about the first time, we hook up. And it honestly, some girls you just automatically connect with. Now here's the issue. A lot of the times what'll happen is girls will come out of a long-term relationship, they'll break up with their ex, they'll feel the hurt and pain, and they'll be back and forth with their ex, they'll feel the hurt and pain, they don't want to get in a relationship, they want to feel the warmth, they may even need money, but they want to feel the warmth of somebody, they want to feel the emotions of somebody, they may even need money, so they're like, you know what, let me try sugaring. They get on, they don't, they kind of feel weirded out by it, they leave sugaring, just even the site, they won't even get on an arrangement or anything like that. They'll go back and forth with their boyfriend, and then finally, after it's happened a bunch of times, they'll go, F it, I'm going to try, and they actually pull the trigger. I'm lucky enough to catch a lot of them. And then initially, they don't realize this, but I, or the sugar daddy, you, are the rebound. And this, you read and learn anything about rebounds, interest initially is very high because they are hurt and they're trying to replenish kind of that emotional attachment. And it's like a drug. They feel good in the beginning, everything's going well. Sure enough, just like any rebound, things start getting old, their boyfriend's still in the background, he's texting them, and initially they're like, nah, if this guy, I have something good, but just like any rebound relationship, they don't work. Relationships don't work. So you need to be careful when your arrangement is like that. You need to qualify and vet and ask her, when was the last time you dated somebody? I mean, especially if you see a girl and her baby's like a year old, that means she just got pregnant like, a year and almost 2 years ago. You don't know when they broke up, and she has a bond with her baby daddy. So this girl, while maybe when she's with you things are great, or throughout the first couple weeks things are great, but sure enough, you need to prep yourself. Do not get attached, do not spend too much cash on this girl, because she is going to go back to her man eventually. If any of you have ever broken up with a girl, especially from a long-term relationship, it is not that easy to just cut ties. I am married. I am, it is open on my side. I'm polygynous, if you want to call it that. And I had broken up with my wife for a year. I had separated, and I thought it was the end. And I had arrangements, and I was even dating and stuff. And it wasn't. We kept going back and forth. I've been with her for 20 years, so it was almost impossible to emotionally detach right away. And so you got to understand that you got to really be careful. If a girl tells you, she's just broken up with her boyfriend, especially if she has a kid, the kid's young, their boyfriend or baby daddy's in the background. Now, does that mean that you stop the arrangement? No, you can continue the arrangement. Some girls too, they're, like I said, they haven't even been in a lot of relationships. They're not like 304s. They don't have a high body count, but their emotions are still not ready yet. All you gotta do is just remember that this is temporary. Your arrangement and how good it is, it's temporary. That's the thing. You're gonna get tricked into thinking like, oh, she maybe really does have feelings for me. And in the beginning, it is gonna feel like that, and she may even think that. And then, a couple weeks later, 4 weeks later, what's gonna happen? The texts are gonna slow down. She's gonna be unavailable. And at that point, if she's siphoning money off of you, you don't know what's happening in the background. Now, some of you may not care. I personally am not going to pay for a girl who's having, sex with another guy. I'm not going to do it. Are they doing it? Maybe, but I'm not going to openly allow it. So once I figure that out, it's time to move on. But yeah, my main thing is, have the arrangement, vet her, qualify her, make sure she's a good girl, good arrangement. But just keep in mind, don't get too attached if there's high interest in the beginning, because it's she doesn't know it, but she's using you as a rebound tool. Again, make sure to like and subscribe, comment below. Thanks, talk to you later.